I had the best time this past weekend when we went to the mountains. So it's me, Kaden, Hannah, Alex, Caden's cousin Luke, my nephew, my dad. But I ate so much while we were gone, so I have got to like fast for a little while. I'm trying not to eat much of anything. I ate a little bit today at work, so I'm probably not gonna eat supper. I stopped and got Caden a plate. So he's got chicken fingers, mashed potatoes, and macaroni and cheese. That came from Winn-Dixie's deli. So while I was there, they had buy one, get one pork chops. And so these are 5 to a pack, and they're like the little ones for about $15, $16. I got 4 packs, 20 pork chops. But I'm probably gonna do 3 packs and then save one for me and Caden to make some fried pork chops on another night. So I'm gonna open these and go get them cleaned up. Y'all don't have to do that part if you don't want to, but do whatever you think's best for you and your family. And then I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna season them up. Just getting them dry on each side before I put them down. These are the kind of smaller pork chops. And like I say, I'm trying not to eat as much. I got some making up to do because I'm still trying to lose weight. So, now I gotta wash my hands now. I'm gonna start with some black pepper. And we're gonna do this on both sides. I'm still in my work clothes because I have something else to do tonight too. But I wanted to get this prepped and going because I'm gonna cook it for a few hours tonight and then let it cool and put it in the refrigerator. So that way it pretty much just has to warm up in the morning. Salt. Paprika. A little bit of Cajun waltz just for the extra little kick that it gives. I'm not gonna do too much of that because it's not a Cajun dish. This is gonna be more like smothered pork chop. And then the Sure Shot Seeds, y'all know that gunpowder seasoning that I use sometimes? This is the roasted coffee flavor of the gunpowder seasoning. So I'm gonna use some of that. So I'm taking my left hand and just patting those seasonings into each pork chop. And when I get them all kind of patted in, you know, just so the seasoning will fall off of them, I'm gonna flip them over and put the same things on the other side. And I'll come back and show y'all. I'm gonna put each one in. That's what we're looking like so far. Before I finish cooking those, I want to show y'all some things I got while I was at the mountain. One of them was this book, a cookbook. It's Old Smoky Moonshine Family Cookbook. And I flipped through it before I bought it, and there's a lot of things that I already make in here, but there's also a lot of things that I am excited to try. And my grandmother always had one of these, and I've kind of always wanted one. So I went ahead and got me one from the Lodge store. I think I showed y'all on my FB over there that I had gone to the Lodge store. This is why I was looking for this. And of course I got me a souvenir, a Lodge coffee cup. And then Old Mill was one of my favorite restaurants. I had been there before, but we went twice this past weekend while we were there. Once for breakfast and once for supper, and it's always so good. So I got me an Old Mill coffee cup. It's cute. And at the Lodge store, I also got me a little honey jar. Look how precious it is. And it's got the little honey thing. I don't use honey that much, but I loved that thing. Okay, so downtown Pigeon Forge, there was a shop. Now, I'm not sure if I'm saying this right. Lee Olive. Angie, I know the lady who works there, her name is Angie, and she said she follows me because she recognized me when I was in there. By the way, I met a lot of people while we were there. One person I met at the Upside Down House, Wonderworks, and you know, she came up to me, and Angie and a few others, but like, then I had some comments from other people that said they saw me. Like, one of them saw me downtown Gatlinburg, and she was like, oh, I just didn't want to, oh, and one of them saw me at the Apple Barn eating. They're like, oh, I just didn't want to bother you, but it would not bother me, y'all. I love to meet my friends on social media. So always come up and speak to me and say, hey, because I love to meet y'all. But anyways, this Z Olive, I don't know, y'all. I don't know how to say it. I don't want to say it wrong. They have olive oils. They have balsamic vinegars. They make their own Washy Sister sauce. And you know I had to get it. It is gourmet balsamic Washy Sister sauce. I'm excited to try that, so I'm going to put some of it in these pork chops. But they had different flavors of balsamic vinegar, and my favorite was the bacon garlic kind. And oh my She said you can use this as a salad dressing. You can put it over vegetables or potatoes when you're going to roast them in the oven. Like, so many uses for it. But tonight I'm going to put some of it in my pork chops too, because I just can't wait to use them. So to these pork chops, I'm going to start with this one. And y'all might can tell me, what does that say? So, because I feel like I'm saying it wrong. But this is that bacon garlic balsamic vinegar. I'm just going to put a little bit in here. And then I'm going to put a little bit of their gourmet balsamic washy sister sauce. I know y'all make fun of the way I say that. I only do that, like, I know that's not the way you're supposed to say it, but I can never say it right, so I just say washy sister sauce. I'm also, because I want these to be more of a smothered pork chop, going to add golden mushroom soup. And if you don't like mushrooms, just leave this part out. It's fine. But I don't really like mushrooms either, but look at this. It is... like, you can't even tell there's mushrooms in it. It doesn't taste like mushrooms. And it just makes any dish, like, really, really creamy. But I'm also going to add some au jus gravy, or au jus gravy pack, and a brown gravy pack. That was the brown gravy. And this is the au jus gravy. Instead of water, I think I'll just add a little chicken broth. And I don't measure, but I'm just going to... this is probably half a box. I think I'm just going to use it all. Because tomorrow when I get to work, if it's still too liquidy, I can always put a cornstarch slurry in there. And that's probably what I'll do. So now I'm going to cover it and put it on low. I'm going to cook this low and slow, so probably 4 to 6 hours tonight. And then it'll also cook after it heats itself back up in the morning. It'll be cooking until lunch. But if you were just making this and you're off and you don't have to split it up like that, I would say low for 6 to 8 hours or high for 4 hours. I was going to start getting everything ready for tomorrow, and I went and got my rice. That's how much I have left. I just left the grocery store. I'll just go in the morning and get some. What I was going to do is get stuff ready, and I think I'm going to still take this so it will remind me to go get some rice in the morning. Because I'm going to serve those over rice to my coworkers. I can't forget to take my rice cooker. It fits in my bag. I got my A bag, but it fits in this bag just like perfectly with the crock pot on the other side. That's why I'm going to take this one for the bowl. I'm going to go get some bowls, put my serving spoons in here. I have some forks at work, but I'm just out of bowls. Probably 2 serving spoons and a set of tongs for me to get the pork chops out. I got it out of the refrigerator, and I'm ready to get it in this bag so I can take it to work and not be late this morning. Normally you would just use a little water, but I'm gonna do 2 cups because I wanted extra gravy anyways. And I tasted those pork chops before I put them in the refrigerator last night. Wow. They got a strong enough flavor that they can handle some more water. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my slurry. Good morning. Morning. And make a mess. Oh no, it's on my pants. It's just cornstarch and water. I know that don't look too good right now because it's cold. It's got to warm back up. But I'm gonna go ahead and put that in. I'll just put the whole thing. Stir it around a little bit. All right. I'll come back when we're ready to eat. to go rinse off the rice just to get the excess starch off of it and then put the water in it. And now it's cooking. We'll be ready to eat as soon as the rice gets done. I almost forgot I wanted to put that in there while it's cooking. And some salt. Oh, honey, that didn't last long. There's a little bit left. Everybody hadn't came yet either. So I did have some and it was really good, but they've demolished it. It's like all gone. So it was a success and y'all need to try it. Love you. Stay classy.